Mrs. Lather's Laundry by Alan Alberg and Andre Armstutz. Monday was a bad day in Mrs. Lather's laundry. Mr. Lather was having trouble with the ironing. Miss Lather and Master Lather were having a tug of war with the washing. Let go! You let go! Mrs. Lather was going crazy. If I wash one more sock, I will go off my head, she said. I am sick of socks. I hate them. After that, Mr. Lather put a notice in the laundry window. It said, "We wash anything except socks." Tuesday was another bad day in Mrs. Lather's laundry. Mr. Lather was having trouble with a sheet. The children were playing hide and seek in the washing. They were playing tennis too. Mrs. Lather was going crazy again. If I wash one more vest, I will go off my head, she said. I am sick of vests. I hate them. After that, Mr. Lather put another notice in the window. It said, "We wash anything except socks and vests." Then Mrs. Lather said, "And no pairs of pants either, or shirts, or dresses, or tablecloths, or hankies. I am sick of all of them. I hate them." After that, the children put a notice in the window. It said, "We wash anything except laundry." Wednesday was a quiet day in Mrs. Lather's laundry. But Thursday was a surprising day. First, a customer came in with a baby. "We do not wash baby clothes," said Mrs. Lather. "I do not want you to wash his clothes," said the customer. "I want you to wash him." "Oh," said Mrs. Lather, and she washed the baby. After that, more customers came in with their babies. There were rich customers and poor customers, old customers and young customers. There was a big customer with a little baby. There was a little customer with a big baby. And there were lots of customers beside. At first, Mrs. Lather washed the babies and was very happy. "I like washing babies," she said. "I love them." But by the end of the day, she was sick of them, and a notice in the window said, "We wash anything except laundry and babies." Friday was another surprising day in Mrs. Lather's laundry. A customer came in with a baby and a dog. "We do not wash babies," said Mrs. Lather. "I do not want you to wash the baby," said the customer. "I want you to wash the dog." "Oh," said Mrs. Lather, and she washed the dog. After that, more customers came in with their dogs. There were big dogs and little dogs, long dogs and short dogs, happy dogs and sad dogs, black, brown and spotty dogs. And lots more besides. At first, Mrs. Lather washed the dogs. Then she got sick of them. And Mr. Lather washed them. Then he got sick of them. And the children washed them. By the end of the day, the notice in the window said, "We wash anything except laundry, babies, and dogs." Saturday was the worst day of all in Mrs. Lather's laundry. Mrs. Lather washed a car, a tramp, a football team, and an elephant. The elephant was from a circus. Mr. Lather and the children washed the elephant too. When they got sick of it, the elephant washed them. Saturday was a good day in Mrs. Lather's laundry. The notice in the window said, "Closed." When Monday came round again, Mrs. Lather was feeling cheerful. "Will you be going crazy today, Mum?" the children said. "No," said Mrs. Lather. "I feel cheerful now." She began to laugh. After all, what could be worse than an elephant? 6 elephants. The end.